What's up, everybody? So I didn't get a whole lot of chance to record today because it kind of got hectic, man. I just wanted to get the hell out of Florida. But yeah, once I wake up in the morning, I stopped up here. What is this? Still Georgia? Stopped up here at QT, man, to get me one of these turkey sandwiches. I didn't eat anything all day today. All day. I was just hoping for them to be done, and let me take a bite of this. Oh man. So I'm probably gonna run it to South Carolina, and then once I wake up early tomorrow morning, well, maybe not early, but I'll record some stuff, and I'll let you guys know more about what's all been done, what it looks like, what issues I'm having, and the cost of it all. You know, the usual. But it's very rude to eat and talk, so I'll catch you on a little bit. We start off with the door panel. It's white, green stitching, and purple buttons. I have not installed any lights here, but I probably will. Kind of didn't have time and whatnot, so here's the interior. Well, let's start off with the floor. Sorry, this gimbal, I still don't know how to work it properly yet. Yeah, so I had them install the door sills. The floor is purple with like green striping. Had their floor seat floor. I can't think of the damn name now. Well, the seat mount. What? I can't think of the damn name. What is it? It's like on top of my head. But this piece I did not buy new, but I will buy a new one and install it myself. I had them install that shifter plate. See, it says Kenworth on it. Did not install this piece because I'm trying to find the OEM one. I will eventually find it and then just have it paint matched to the rest of the truck. So let's get up in the driver's seat. Let's start off with the dash, if you can get it. God, this gimbal thing, I still don't know how to work it, Jesus. So I had this wrapped. I was going to originally get it painted, but I was like, let's see what it looks like wrapped with green. And kind of like it, but I'm kind of leaning more towards having it epoxy too, with like white and like green and purple like effects, like we have the green effects on the floor. So I think that would look much better. But yes, here's the dash. Here's that other door panel. Can you guys see the floor? Yeah. And then they installed an extra large cab to sleeper plate. Kind of like covers the whole thing, really. I had them make new curtains. So these are all new curtains. I was cleaning that light. That's a light. On top I had lights installed right there too, and that little plate. I've been having some wiring issues, so they couldn't wire up the lights. Plus I was kind of in a hurry, so I was like, I was over there 9 days. I was like, all right, I gotta get this over and done with, you know. But for 9 days, I'd say they did pretty good. I would give him more time, honestly. Here's the top. Did not have any speakers installed because I probably have a guy that might do my audio work. Also didn't put chrome on that piece right there. I have that had that painted. Let's step back to the sleeper. There's like a no shoe policy in here now. So had those curtains made too over there on the window. I had them wrap that piece so it kind of like looks like it's part of the truck, you know. That mid piece where I keep the microwave and whatnot, so it kind of like looks like it belongs to the truck. Had this done white, all this other stuff painted purple. I mean, pretty much like looks like all the rest of the W9s. It's just in the back, well, the mid roofs anyways. So yes, there's the floor's been done here too, but I keep like a carpet sort of like, because I'm going to be stepping on that and whatnot. Here's the light. This one kind of like changes. Also have a light back here. So you can go with that mode, gives that starburst effect, or this one where it kind of like changes slowly. So yeah, that's the old sleeper. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this thing, why I can't just work it. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Oh, there we go. Like, Jesus. Yeah, now it's a lot easier. So yeah, this is what it looks like from the bed over here. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it, you know. No complaints. And the major stuff is done anyways, so if there's other little things that need touch-ups, that you can go back and just get that done, and it shouldn't take, you know, 9 days. Alright, we finally finished up, man. I was getting antsy sitting in Florida in those damn hotel rooms, man. I mean, I had a bar and stuff, but God, it gets a little boring. Not gonna lie. Sitting there all day. We're in South Carolina. And heading back home. I have some reefer work I gotta take care of. Change oil, put a battery in it, and replace a thing or two. And then probably go to work, you know. Gotta make this money back that I just spent. Or if you just keep spending it and not making it back, it's gonna go eventually to zero. maybe even lower than 0.
There are objects on road ahead.
Thank you. But I don't know how people stay in Florida summertime, man. It's just, good God, man. You don't even have to do anything, just stand outside. Just stand out there. And you're gonna be sweating. Virginia can get hot summertime, but, and it does get humid, but I don't know, it's just different heat down in Florida. It's just different. And I was in Tampa, and I know Miami and stuff it's even worse actually. Wow. I apologize about this new camera thing. It has so many different options. It's hard to figure out like what everything does, man. I'm starting to feel old. Like it has tracking, but then when you have that on, you can't, like, it tracks a certain object, so even if you try to point at something else, it's going to track that object, and it's kind of like, well, shit, man. Starting to feel old. I remember this technology stuff made way more sense way back in the day. Nowadays, I'm lost. Like, what the hell? Well, not really, man. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to computers and stuff. I just don't enjoy phones as much, or certain things. But computers and stuff, I can do it. But yeah, definitely next project going to be the J. Farrell air ride, and then I have a guy locally that can stretch frames, so I'm not sure which one we're gonna go tackle first, stretch the frame or the front air ride. And then to match the paint, we're kind of gonna have to probably in another year get the truck repainted and the frame. And so as far as the truck paint, I was just thinking black, man. Black, and then the frame like a purple. You can't go wrong with black. Like, it fits with everything. So that's next on the plate, on the menu. So why do I do some of this stuff to the truck? Why don't I just, like some of the guys, just run it and make money, as they call it? You know, they wouldn't do these type of things because they care about money. Well, doing these kind of things helps you with it a little bit, because you kind of like, you have something to work towards. If you just work towards money, odds are you're never really gonna like have any of it, because it's a wrong goal. You're not gonna be good at anything. You gotta be good at something for money to come. Okay, even if it's flipping burgers, if you're the best burger flipper in the world, you're gonna make money, quite a bit of it. Even a janitor, if you're the best janitor in the world, you come up with some new crazy system on how to clean floors or whatever, you're gonna make money from it. Doesn't matter what. So I do it because it gives me a little bit of a drive to be like, well, let's go make more money, let's go make more money, let's go make more money. And for me, trucking, actually, you have to love the truck. You have to love the truck. If you don't, then you just treat it as a disposable thing. You're gonna have a very hard time here. If it's like, well, I'll just use it for 2-3 years, get another one, well, you really, all you're doing is digging a hole for yourself further and further. Never really getting ahead anywhere. All you are doing is making others rich, really. If you just keep buying trucks over and over again. Makes no sense to me. Why would you want to be in debt all the time? Me personally, I love being able to go home and say, I don't want to work 2 months. And when I get back to work, I don't have like $10,000 worth of truck payments I gotta catch up on. or other things. It's just a debt-free life is easy. It's a stress-free life. Certain things, sure, you can, whatever, get a little debt, whatever, fine, we all understand it, but buying cars, buying toys, hell, people go out to eat on credit cards, and it's insane, man. Like, why do all that? Oh, I don't have a place to mount the phone. Usually I had that mount right here, but I don't think I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put one of those RAM mounts right here where the phone sits. That'd be perfect, actually. Because when it kind of was sitting here, it was kind of blocking the view a little bit. I only have a little bit of view. Like, whatever I can get, I'll take it, you know? So yeah, air ride. Frame stretch. I am at a 265, so if I stretch it 2 feet, they'll put me over 280. Put me closer to 290. Might not go 2 feet. Yeah, might not go 2 feet. Might go like 1.5 feet. At like 280 something. That's perfect. That's just long enough and it's still manageable out here. The Pete's can get longer. 300-inch wheelbase on the Pete, yeah. Because the Pete can turn a circle inside fucking W9. W9s are some, like the older ones, not the newer ones. Because they have wider axles. They turn horrible, man. They don't not like tight turns. And if you come from, like, let's say a Freightliner or a Volvo and you jump into one of these, yeah, you're gonna have your world rocked. So 280, it's gonna give it that good look. Still gonna be manageable out here for the most part. Yeah, there gonna be some places probably, but whatever, man. This is one of the things that gives me drive to continue working and do better is when I do little things like this to the truck, and it actually may not make sense, but it allows me to actually make more money, save more money, invest more money. Because I mean, let's face it, if I wanted to get rid of this truck, I could have it gone probably within a week if I put a low enough price. So on top of that, they don't make W9s anymore. I think if I do it right, and I say to hell with it, I don't want a truck anymore, I could fetch a pretty decent price for this thing. You know? But yes, framed air ride, 12 gauge customs, as I said in another video, not in love with that system. First of all, the threads that come on that bottom plate for the airbags that mount to 2 shocks, they're fine. They're really like fine threads, man. Like if you take it off too fast, the bolt, it will strip the threads. and then you're shit out of luck. Now you gotta go drill and put new bolts through the bottom of it, which is it's more something to do that you shouldn't have to do. So we're gonna go with the J Ferrell and the AG 130 spring. It's 1.5 spring, so usually Pete's have them. Pete's have them with their air ride. But Pete and W9, like, so many parts are interchangeable, really. Not the interior stuff, sure, but like drag links, tie rods, like all that stuff will, axles, it all lines up. Springs, yeah, you'll have to, like, because it's a longer spring, yeah, you'll have to like move that arm back. Not the arm, what is that name of that piece? See, I can't think of the damn name now. All these names, man, it's like as soon as the camera turns on, it's like poof, you just can't remember anything. It's crazy. We're back in North Carolina, 73. I think I like only like 2 hours, 2.5 hours or so left till we're back at the house. Yeah, I posted some shorts here and there because it's much easier to like just post a quick short to update you guys, see what the interior looks like. Some of you may like it, some of you may not. I like it, considering what other projects I have coming up with the truck, and we'll all start matching a little bit more. The only thing I'm a little bit is this is like too much green, so probably we'll change this to where there's like a hint of green. It will match with the rest better, because right now I'm just like, it's too much green, you know, which it does fit with the purple, but I don't know. But again, I'm not dedicated. This is wrapped, so makes perfect sense, you know. If it was painted, it would be a little bit more oh shit moment. But yeah, I got these things I gotta put back on. They did mess up with some of the wiring. Like, this is parking lights, while this is supposed to be parking lights. This is headlights, while this is supposed to be headlights. So it's alright, you know, whatever. I'm not, you know. It's pretty easy fix. And there is a mess when you like pop this stuff. If you don't know, there is a mess. So what usually is better way probably is, if you're taking all this off, is probably put these pieces back on right away. That way they stay in that place, so you already like know. Like if you take this gauge out and this cluster, put that gauge back and hook it up right away, and just take this cluster out and leave everything hooked up. I think that would be a much better way to do it than trying to figure out where all this stuff goes. You can take pictures, but as far as gauges, they got most of them right, except they're like sitting a little bit crooked. But again, that's not too big of an issue, because I know a place you can take these indicators off, you send it to them, and they can like recolor it to whatever color you want. So we're probably going to do that anyways in the future. There's a bunch of little plans in the future. Most of the big stuff has been done, you know, to where the truck is sitting for 9 days, well 10 days today. Should be at the house today. Again, I could have made it in one shot, really a lot closer, but I was wore out, hungry, and then a storm started coming down, like rain big time in South Carolina. So I was like, what the hell, man? What am I, you know? It's not like I have an appointment I gotta meet. So just, I stopped, I slept. And now I have a pretty good ride to the house, drinking coffee, you know, enjoying the ride. So next week, I'm gonna try the hardest. I gotta get an alignment done because I got a tie rod end that I gotta replace. Alignment done and probably put a tire on that side. And then hopefully next week I'll be able to book my first load after I change do reefer PM and APU PM. I don't know how a lot of people do it without an APU, man. I could not. I could not live without an APU. Let me tell you. In Florida, especially if you go like, well, summertime really anywhere, but if you go to like southern states, even at nighttime, if you shut the truck off, it's like you can't sleep. While I was there, I was watching a guy sitting there on the bench, man. I guess maybe he slept on a bench. I was like, times are rough out here, buddy. But yeah, so far I'm going through like bits and pieces, you know, because when you just get in, there's a lot to take in. So probably throughout the period of time I'm gonna notice maybe I kind of don't like this, that, as I mentioned earlier. So we'll go from there. Again, the big stuff has been done. The little pieces, not as big of a deal if I find anything. Like I said, like I found that like the lights don't work like I'm used to. They work, but not like where they're supposed to be, which is all right, whatever. Ain't a big deal, like it can happen to anybody. But as far as everything else, I am super happy with it, man. I mean, I don't know. It's like a different truck. It's also lighter in here, you know. It feels like there's like more light in here, which I kind of like. But once I get the windows tinted, I'm not gonna go crazy tint, because I don't have them tinted now, and every time there's like sun on this side, I feel the heat coming in, you know. So I'm trying to maybe prevent a little bit of that. But yeah, for 9 days pretty much just stayed at the hotel. Was getting bored. All of them had swimming pool, but you can only do that for so long. You know, and then they had bar, but like Jesus, you know, it's like $9 for a beer. Like shit, man. The heat was unbearable. Cause I walked around a little bit. There was like a mall, big mall. That place was huge. Cedar Park, I think, maybe it was called. I don't even know, maybe. I can't remember it now, but the place was huge, so I took a stroll to see what's up, you know. Malls are a dying thing, really. Nobody really goes there anymore. Everybody orders shit online, and I think that's where most of the guys' business down there happens, is like online ordering. I mean, they're constantly making things left and right and wrapping them and shipping them out. It was a cool little operation, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty impressed with the guy. 28 years old and doing it big, man. Good for him, shit. Got quite a lot of machines, and apparently, you know, I think what put him behind is like, I guess there was a flood down there. They kind of put him behind on things. So if you do plan on visiting, just give it time. You know? Because if I had to redo it again, I would have been just like, alright, I'll drop the truck off for 2 weeks, grab a plane home, and come back in 2 weeks, you know? Probably would have saved a little bit of money not staying in a hotel. Because hotels are pretty pricey. 9-day stay. It racks up. Plus food, plus, like I said, everybody's overcharging with everything. Some of the food was not that good, but some of it was. Depending on, I guess, where you order, but like one hotel I stayed at, because I kind of changed hotels, you know, because I booked it for the amount of time that he said, okay. But then I came in and it wasn't done, so I pre-booked the hotel again. And but I booked a different one. So at the first one that I stayed at, they would like put these food pamphlets under the door and shit. So I saw it, I was like, all right, let me give it a try. And it was like 3 different ones, and the food was horrible at each single one. Like, it was just crap. But the other hotel I stayed at, they didn't do that, and the food that I ordered was much better, like a lot better. So it goes to show you, if they throw those damn templates under the door or something, don't buy that crap. You might hit a gem here or there, but most of the time, well, 3 out of 3 times for me, it was not that good, you know. Sure, when you looked at the menu and the pictures, it all looked delicious, but what you got was a completely different story. Kind of getting hungry. I hope there's like a truck stop here again. Something to eat. But yeah, I gave a quick tour. I think I gave everything pretty detailed one and what all I had done. So it wasn't crazy. The base plate, seat base plates are theirs. I might go back to mine with the Sit Solo, because I have the Sit Solo, which are pretty pricey, the chrome one. I'm just gonna get them cleaned up and probably put mine back down there. Because the Sit Solos are a little bit better than theirs, so I'm gonna go with that. So everything was done. Everything, the lights, base plates. There's a brake pedal trim. All the interior painted and done. With the deposit was $6,700 for W9 2004 W900 mid roof. So if you have a bigger sleeper, you know, maybe a little bit more, depending on what needs to be done. That's what's going to run you. That's what 67 is what ran me, not counting again hotel and food, Uber, shit like that, you know, because that would bring up the cost quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but it would bring it up more, which again, if you do plan on it, my advice would be to go down there. I did not see that much room for a trailer, by the way, so try to see where you can leave the trailer. That might be a bit hard down in Tampa, so maybe he knows more about it, so give him a shout and see. But definitely plan on for 2 weeks. So you'd be better off dropping the truck off and come back in 2 weeks. Grab a flight back home, like shit. What's that gonna run you? $200-300, if that. Depending on where you're going, I guess. But you will save yourself some more money compared to staying in a hotel. But maybe it was just a case with me where I had to wait that long. Maybe he gets in, but I just don't see it. It is a lot of work, man. And then he has a lot of other people coming in and they're getting things done. And so just plan on 2 weeks, which is reasonable. It's not like, oh man, that's too long. Well, you know, if you want it all done, that's about the time it's going to take you. But yeah, pretty happy with it. Well, alright guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one.